Welcome to Rooted and Relevant, and I'm coming to you from my in-laws' house in Illinois. And Michelle and I will be traveling from here up to Wisconsin to Camp Chautauqua to do family camp. Looking forward to a great week of encouraging families within God's design, what He has purposed in the design of family and the specific roles in which that design is made up. And so I appreciate your prayers for that. I've entitled this one, The Purposes of Taxes. We hear a lot about taxes. We hear the big, beautiful bill is supposed to pass today. And I think President Trump is addressing the key ingredients in the big, beautiful bill, where he has combined some of their key agenda items, the key promises that he made on the campaign trail, and how they can come to fruition if they're properly funded and made part of the conservative agenda. And so I do think that sometimes we get disgruntled with taxes, sometimes discouraged by them, and probably rightly so. But there is a purpose. And let me just take us back to 1 Samuel chapter 8 and verse number 10. And Samuel told all the words of the Lord unto the people that asked of him a king. And he said, This will be the manner of king that shall rule over you. He will take your sons and appoint them for himself, for his chariots, to be his horsemen. And some shall run before his chariots, and he will appoint him captains over thousands and captains over 50s, and will set them to ear his ground and to reap his harvest, and to make his instruments of war and instruments of his chariots. And he will take your daughters to be confectionaries and to be cooks and to be bakers. He will take your fields and your vineyards and olive yards, even the best of them, and give them to his servants. He will take the tenth of your seed and of your vineyards and give to his officers and his servants. And he will take your men servants and your maid servants and your goodliest young men and your asses and put them to his work. He will take the tenth of your sheep and ye shall be his servants. And ye shall cry out in that day because of your king, which ye have chosen over you, and the Lord will not hear you in that day. There is a price that comes with government, and there has to be a collective willingness to embrace the price tag that comes with government. I think the problem is not that we have to pay taxes. I think the problem comes in discovering how much of the money that has been collected has been wasted on personal agendas, political agendas, how it has profited certain families, how it has profited certain segments of government. The waste is nauseating, right? And so I think the problem is not taxes. The problem is how is the taxes that are collected actually being used? And so with all that is going into the big, beautiful bill, one of the things that I think gets lost is I do believe our president has a major intention to correct the wasteful spending. I think it's the businessman side of him. I think he realizes if America is ever going to improve and get to what it's capable of doing for the world and for Americans, the waste has to go away. The agendas have to be exposed, and the personal profiting has to stop. And we know that there's one great quality about our president, and that is that he doesn't take money. He doesn't need it. He doesn't want it. He doesn't take it. And that's a new dynamic that unfortunately is decades old within our government structure of people profiting at the expense of our country. And so I think what he did with Doji in trying to just find the wasteful spending, I think what he is trying to do with increasing the revenue coming into our country through bringing back companies, building again in America, providing jobs again in America. I know it's highly disputable and highly disputed amongst different people, but the intent of what he's trying to do is to create an income for Americans that reinvests in America. And that needs to be applauded. And that really is the true purpose of taxes, is to produce something that actually is a betterment for those that are paying them. It makes a better, safer, more efficient world in which those that are paying for it um, benefit. And so we would all say we're glad for police officers, we're glad for firemen, but there's also a need for those that would provide the oversight and give instruction and accountability to these different factions. We want our communities to look nice. We do want people to be able to find rest. We want them to be able to have their garbage picked up. We want them to be able to enjoy a picnic at a park, and all of these things that improve the life of those that are paying the taxes. What we don't want to do is give our money for somebody to squander it in things that are just personally aggrandizement for the politician. And so, as we look at the purpose of taxes, Samuel warned Israel that if you go this way of government, then you're going to have to be willing to pay for it. And there is going to be a price tag for defending your country, being able to have the military in place. You're going to have to pay for that. You're going to have to pay for their defenses. You're going to have to pay for their offense equipment. You're going to have to pay in order to have a government. I don't believe that's the problem. We just need to make sure that what we're giving the money to the government to do is exactly what that money is doing. And so holding them accountable, the beautiful thing about a constitutional republic is the fact that we, the people, are the government. And so if we don't like how things are being spent, we, the people, must be informed and involved to change it. And so this is a plea for understanding taxes, but making sure that we're doing our part to make sure those taxes are used appropriately, so that our country, so that our constituents, so that our citizens are benefited from that investment. I hope you have a great day today. I hope that it's a reminder that being a citizen is a responsibility. It's a stewardship. May we be faithful in it. God bless you. I'll look forward to seeing you again next week.